What is up, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody had a blessed trading week, and I hope everybody enjoys their Memorial Day weekend. In this video, we are going to be talking about ticker NIO, and we're going to go to the chart to see if we're going to have a little more downtrend, a little more price action to the downside before we could see a major price to the upside. Remember, guys, this is all technically based on the chart, and none of this is financial advice. So let's go. So we are in the weekly chart at NIO, guys, and NIO is not as big as the other stocks market cap wise, 12.7 billion, which is solid but not ultra strong. But it is very popular in the community. It's gained a lot of popularity, especially after this massive run in from 2020, where NIO shot up around 3,000%, and that is massive, guys. And if I told you it would be trading from $67 to now $5, you would call me crazy. But since that spike, we have lost over 92% in the chart, guys. So remember that with trading, and this happens to a lot of stocks, and you always have to expect the unexpected. So for NIO in the weekly chart, you could see all these weekly gaps, guys. I could zoom in a little more here, and NIO's chart structure always tends to close these gaps. Another one here, and you could see we have two remaining gaps, one to the downside at around 155 and one to the upside around 27.24. So we are going to be going over what possibly can happen with NIO. So for that, I will turn the drawings on and we will go to the daily chart. Okay, so you could see since that big spike, we are in an obvious downtrend, and we have failed to create higher highs in the micro. But in the long term, from its low at about $1.17, we are still in an uptrend, believe it or not, in the macro. So downtrend in the micro, uptrend still in the macro. So where are we now with the price? And let's go to zoom in a little bit. We're on the daily chart again, guys. So this red line is basically the intermediate price zone between our primary support and our double digit breaker. When I say double digit, means $10 plus, guys. And you could see NIO during earnings. Of course, we beat earnings and we still gap down below the EMA, the daily 200, and this price, which you could see provided us resistance or support in the past, guys. And even back here, you could see found support, resistance. So I wouldn't say it's super strong, but it does have an effect on the chart. And what I think why one of the main reasons why I think we're gonna have more prices to the downside right now is because NIO in all time frames that I use for charting, 4 hour daily, you can see the weekly we are trading, and even the monthly we are trading below all of the EMA lines, guys. So we would have to regain some support for that. But once again, I can't emphasize enough, earnings, even if the stock beats the earnings, the market makers use it as an excuse of volatility, gapped it below our support and our daily support at the EMA 200. So let's review the small pain part in this. We obviously have some gaps to the downside. We have these daily gaps here, another daily gap here, and our weekly down gap at $1.55. We have our early reaction support at 441. You could see we've found support on that. Sometimes that could be RSI based, sentiment based, guys. This is a form of support. But what I'm truly watching is this primary support zone. This is where the main buyers step in. You could see we haven't traded under that since 2020, guys. And that would be not financial advice, my main area that I am interested in. And you could say, well, how do you know when to pull the trigger on the buys? And let's go to the weekly chart for that. NIO respects the weekly RSI a lot. So you could see, let's go over a few examples here, just briefly, guys. You could see we're overbought here, downtrend, overbought, and the opposite, guys. Oversold, uptrend, and oversold, uptrend. Not uptrend, but response to the upside. See, oversold, up price. And these are good moves, guys. 50, 60%. Swing traders would love this. 111%. You take that all day from here. 134. It's not the 800,000 10x gain you're looking for, but swing traders, if you're savvy enough, you cut out a lot of profit. But my main point is that NIO respects the weekly RSI a lot. So in an ideal trading world, this price comes down into the primary support zone somewhere with an oversold weekly RSI. That doesn't mean we have to come down. We could find support on this early reaction, and you could see the RSI is already sinking below. See this candle right here? This RSI, if this RSI, let me move this way to get out of the way. See, if this RSI continues to sink lower than this and this price stays above this price, that would be a hidden bullish divergence, guys, which means continuation of the uptrend. Not that we're in an uptrend, but a continuation. You know, we're kind of in a neutral state here because we have lower highs and higher lows. So we could be forming something like also a symmetrical triangle, guys. So, you know, that could happen and play out right now. And usually it has a determination depending on an uptrend or downtrend, but this would be a neutral symmetrical triangle. So it would depend on where the pattern ends and how this market sentiment is, and, you know, other structures such as the EMA lines and stuff like that. That would determine where the price would break out to the upside or the downside. But even so, swing traders could cut out, you know, 30% up and down that way until we figure out what's going to happen with NIO. So, but ideally, we would like to see this primary support zone one more time. If we lose this support in the primary support zone, guys, this would be a very slippery slope. Slippery slope. Say that a few times fast. And our next support would be around the 239 to the 212 area, but that still scares me a lot, guys, because we still have this weekly open gap, and even from, you know, even from 224, that is still minus 31% from there. So from here to the primary support zone is minus 30%, potentially 43%, and from even from here would be another 46%, guys. So be very careful with this support zone, but, you know, keep an eye on that weekly RSI as well. Before I go over prices to the upside, real quick, guys, my premium content is on patreon.com/GainsKeeper Trading. Please feel free to subscribe on YouTube. We have a premium vault of tutorials and trading systems. One of our R3 stocks, our small cap stocks on Friday squeezed 200%, guys. We hit our third target, all our targets, our third target right on the dot. This was a small cap stock, guys, but we also do mid cap and large cap swing trades as well for those who want less exposure to risk. And we do weekly breakouts as well. So feel free to subscribe on YouTube, but my premium content is on patreon.com/GainsKeeper Trading. So prices to the upside, guys. What do we need? What does NIO need to accomplish to reach prices to the upside and maybe close that weekly gap up top? And I think we have three significant obstacles, and I'll shut the indicators off for this one. The first obstacle is this orange compression line you see here, guys. You could see, you know, these are tight to draw sometimes, but I think this one is very significant. You could see the support here, the gap up, the gap down, support, rejection, rejection, support. You know, more support, gap down, rejection. You guys get it. Very significant line, and we have not broken that, you know, since some time now. So that is one of the first obstacles for NIO. For the second and third kind of align with each other, and that is this double digit breaker and the weekly 200-day moving average, which we know is very strong. And since 2022, we've barely touched it. So, and you could see the double digit breaker, resistance, resistance, gap up, support, resistance, resistance. So when we're trading under it, this is a strong resistance to get to the double digit range, the $10 range. But when we do break this and the EMA 200 line, but very strong resistance. But when we do break this, we will no doubtly see prices above $10. So what's in favor though for NIO? So you could see the Ifimoku cloud in the weekly chart. We're still here, guys. Very strong, very red and close and thick. And now it is green and is very thin. So we do not have major resistance from the weekly Ichimoku cloud anymore. So that is one less resistance to the upside, guys. So that's good. Another thing is you could see all these green. We switch back to the daily chart. I'll drop the RSI, guys. We switch back to the daily chart, and you could see all these green areas. These are all daily up gaps, guys. A lot of gaps to the upside, but remember, we do have these gaps to the downside first. That's why I think we have that's relatively small pain compared to the upside that we have. So if we could take care of business here, then we have a lot of open business to the upside as well with these gaps. And the major gap I'm looking at is this weekly gap here at 27.22, guys. That is a nice target. And as I explained in the beginning of the video, excuse me, guys, NIO had the tendency to close those weekly gaps. So let's assume we do come back to this primary support zone when the weekly RSI gets oversold. Even for swing traders, guys, we'll measure from the top. Even for swing traders, this is a good area. You can cut out 19%, 20%, even to the compression line. Let's see, say we drop around this at this time, even to the compression line, 55%, and the double digit breaker would still be 110%. So this is even a great play for swing traders if you want to hold the stock more long term. Remember, guys, not financial advice. If we break this price, I would say you could have a little bit of resistance here. That's still nice, 180%. But I think our first major resistance is this supply flip zone, which could be 280 to 335%. And then our weekly gap is 632% from the top of the zone. From the bottom, it would be even nicer, 812%. But that depends on where the stock falls, guys. So whether you're a swing trader or a long-term holder, guys, I think we have a really good opportunity for NIO here. Remember, we have a lot of business to the downside. I think we're going to see a little more pain. We need a little more pain in that RSI on the weekly. You could see that here. We had that bearish divergence, lost a lot of price, and I think maybe we come down a little more, and then we have those targets to the upside, guys. All right, enjoy your weekend, guys. I hope this was helpful, and stay blessed.